The task force, we support the task force. In as much as they're going around the whole country and they're getting the views of different Kenyans in terms of an issue that has occurred. But what we are saying is that there's a primary issue that we need to address. This is secondary. We can address the religious institutions and how we can protect them, how we can guide them to do things. But I don't believe that it is the duty of the nation to regulate and control religious institutions and religious activity in this country, because you will be breaching the Constitution. The Constitution gives the rights to individuals to practice their faith the way they want. And you cannot control that. Once you try to control that, you are in breach of the Constitution. I have the right to wake up tomorrow morning with 3 or 4 people and I practice my religion the way I want. The Constitution allows me to do that. If you come up with a regulation which is going to be contrary to that, you'll be taken to court. You'll be breaching the Constitution. Okay? And the bottom line, as I said earlier, is let us look at the problem. Even today, after the Shakahola, there are churches and Muslim institutions probably which are not practicing the way they are supposed to be doing. What are we doing? I don't want to mention names. There are religious institutions that's collecting money from people which I don't know whether it's right or wrong. Can we move in and start telling them to stop it tomorrow? So we have to be very, very careful about what we do. Watch about the criminality and the crimes committed. Finally, on the question that you asked about the Muslim institutions. In today's age, and particularly for those of us who speak English language, and we think we are highly educated because we speak English language, we copy the Western culture. And whatever has come from the West is being seen as normal. And whatever has not come from the West is being seen as abnormal. So because of that, since Islam does not per se, fall on the line of Judeo-Christian culture, everything we do is being seen as being abnormal. In the same light, while the problem that has been caused right now, and we don't say it's a church, it is a person who claims to be a Christian, instead of focusing on the Christian churches, already agents of the government have started focusing on Muslim institutions. We have cases whereby now mosques have been told that the call to prayer should be shut down. We have got letters written by assistant chiefs to madrasas telling them to come up and come back and prove that actually they are legality. These are not something we are going to sit down and take it. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. It is pointing fingers to the wrong people, protecting the ones that have committed crime. So we have gone through this process over the last 15, 20 years when we're being accused of extremism. But today, while we don't support the case, the culprit is somebody who claims to be a Christian person. It is not the Christians that the focus is on. Already it is the Muslims that the fingers are being pointed at. And we are just cautioning that this should stop with immediate effect. Because we are here to fight for our country, to support religious beliefs, to support religious institutions, and to fight criminality wherever it takes place, but not at the expense of Muslims being pointed at as being the perpetrators of crime. We are not only underrepresented, we feel that we are being humiliated because in the first list we are not even there. There was only one person. Out of the list of 15, there was only one person. It's as an afterthought that 2 were added. We take this as an insult, to say the least.
How many should you be, for instance, in the task force? Like what you propose?
How would you take it that out of 15 that there was one Muslim? You see, that's the question we're asking. It is not the number, but the message you are sending to us. That is what we are against. We could have been represented by all the 15. Being Christian, we don't care. But when you put one Muslim there and you are pretending that you are giving us the right coverage, we take that as an insult.